So with today's video, I wanted to talk about the PlayStation 4 Pro's Boost mode. As many people have discussed this and been super excited about this, this story is a little bit late. It's not so much a story as much as me just go ahead and disseminating the information among my subscribers. So go ahead and chill out, grab a drink or whatever. What I wanted to detail here is basically how it works and if it would really be worth the money. See, as a person, for me, I like to get the absolute best console from the console generations. I like to get the original, and then I like to get the more modernized advanced one because it usually cuts back unnecessary features and focuses on important things like dispersing heat, making things a little bit smaller and quieter. And that's the utmost importance for me. As a PC gamer, I can't stand noise and I can't stand heat output. So when I get the more modernized version of the Xbox One, if it's quieter and it produces less heat, good, right? So the PS4 Pro does essentially the same exact thing. It improves on the heat output because of the smaller formulas used in making CPU dies and stuff like that. Things change over the course of 3 years and you can get the same exact quality but cheaper, smaller. It happens every single console cycle. Something we're used to. But this one particularly also included something known as a boost mode. Now this allows older games to boost up into a faster state, faster load times, more frames per second at a more solid frame rate with less dips. So basically what they're doing here is they have games that are uncapped. Some games are capped at 30 and they're set at 30, so they will not go up or down in frame rate. Some games have an uncapped variable frame rate, and for those games you can get a 60 frames locked frame rate because it can't go higher than 60. Essentially is what happens here with this PS4 Pro. There's no reason to go higher than 60 on a console, really. Most people's TVs are only at 60 anyways. There's 120 and 240s out there, and of course plasmas, but the majority of people have 60 FPS TVs. So when you have that, you have a game that can run on the base mode as shown in Digital Foundry's video, where you have a car that will go a certain direction and a certain speed, and the frames will stay locked on the PS4 Pro with the boost mode enabled, and then it will dip on the other one that is not enabled. And it's a clear-cut difference in quality. Like, you can say what you want about the graphics, ooh, it looks a little bit prettier, but these games that were released over 3 years ago, or maybe less, also are now benefiting greatly with a more solid frame rate. And I think this is what a lot of people wanted consoles to do for a long time. Any point in time we have this 4K discussion. Oh, 4K at 30 frames a second. Oh, consoles can't even do 60 at 1080p. How are they going to do 4K? Right, well, consoles are finally starting to do 60 with this kind of PS4 Pro upgraded version with boost mode. So I don't know if this is going to happen later on with other consoles. Generally speaking, the trend is that when something works and it works very well, other companies do copy it. So if this boost mode feature is going to work with PlayStation 4, the odds are eventually Nintendo will come around, and so will Xbox. And well, PC gamers are enjoying boost mode on whatever chips they selected. I mean, you make your own PC as a PC gamer. You put whatever the fuck you want in there. You want a small card, you want a big card, you want an insane CPU, you want a Pentium refresh CPU. It don't matter. Put whatever you want in your computer and you run whatever games you want. So I thought this was interesting because it basically revives older games that I personally wouldn't want to play because of such severe frame rate dips. I don't want to play a game that dips down into the 20s. That's why I play some games on my PC. But if this PS4 Pro goes into 60, I really don't have a problem with playing some of the more unstable games. That's not to say that every game you play on this thing will be able to get up to 60 frames a second. It's just going to boost it from its standard frame rate, and it's going to boost it quite a lot in some of the tests that Digital Foundry had done, where I saw up to about a 20 frame rate increase. Now, I could be wrong. Again, maybe there's not a lot of games that do this, and thus maybe it won't be worth your money to get it. But that's what I have come to understand. And hopefully you guys can comment down below and let me know what you think about this situation. It's an interesting time to be alive for console gamers because I truly feel that this is the last generation of dedicated home consoles, and we'll be facing the new hybrids soon with the Nintendo Switch. You guys leave me a big fat like if you enjoyed this news story coverage, and I've been your host Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, a good gaming and God bless. Let me know what you think about this.